Welcome to another tier list. This time, we're going to be doing cereal. Cereal.
And you would naturally, as you began on this
Raisin Bran with 2 scoops of raisins. Not gonna lie, I think solid C. Not bad, not good. You'll eat it if it's there, but you're not like, I don't feel like you're going out of your way for it. Rice Chex. The only reason I know anything about Chex, because I don't remember even anything about the cereal. The only thing I remember is that way back in like the late 90s, they had a game that was like a Doom clone that was made that came with a box of cereal. So that's the only thing I remember about Chex. So I'm gonna put it in F. The game was great though. It was fun. Gotta have my pops. Corn pops. They're the biggest. I love corn pops. Like, I will put these A, I guess, because when I eat them, I'm like, God, these are like some of like the best cereal ever. But then when I'm at the store, like, I'm never like, man, I really need to get corn pops. But when I do have them, they're like top tier. So I will put them A just because they don't come across the mind when you're like there shopping. But Raisin Bran again, I guess. We'll put you C again. Trix. I think one of the more overrated cereals. I think it's good. But when it comes to fruity cereals, I feel like it has like a weird aftertaste. That just, something not right about it. But the rest of it's good. So, put it like B for bad aftertaste. Captain Crunch. This is just a standard Captain Crunch. I think standard Captain Crunch, kind of dookie. So it goes to the D for dookie. I think it's kind of bland, to be honest. The other versions are so much better. Lucky Charms. The cereal's awful, and I don't know why people love the like plastic marshmallows. The plastic marshmallows are supposed to be the best part of it, and to me they're the worst part because it's like chewing plastic. I don't know why people like this. Lucky Charms are awful. Cocoa Puffs. I used to love this cereal as a kid just because it changed the chocolate milk to chocolate. And you're like, oh yeah, chocolate milk, woo! Honestly though, kinda, like, and it suffers from like almost the same problem as Trix, but it's not as good as Trix at all. Where there's so much better other like chocolate cereals out there. Corn Flakes. Frosted Flakes without the sweet. I don't think they're bad though. I think they're C. They go C. Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds. I hate almonds, so therefore it has to go F. Honey Bunches are bad, but I hate almonds. So anything with almonds in it. Honeycomb. This suffers from the same problem I feel like Corn Pops does. It's really, really, really good, and when you have it, you forget how good it is. But it's never like up there with the like, you know, the Frosted Flakes, the Cinnamon Toast Crunches of the world, so it's talked about often. But if you go out and get it, you'll be like, man, this is darn good cereal. It should be S, but like I said, it falls under the same issue that Corn Pops has, where it's like just overshadowed by the true S's. Captain Crunch, but with the berries added. Still not the best one, right? It's better than the Captain Crunch one because it adds the berries, but the berries are just not like, there's better fruit stuff out there, you know? Honey Nut Cheerios, underrated S. I used to hate them as a kid because they weren't sweet enough, but you know, honestly, they're really good. They're not like, you're never gonna have a bad bite with them. They're always like, it's like from bite one to last bite, it's perfect. I did learn recently they removed the apple and the cinnamon from the commercials, from like the boxing and stuff. They like changed mascots or something. Rip the two legends, man. I used to love watching the cinnamon get the better of the apple, which I never understood really, like, you know, because it's Apple Jacks. But You know, it needs both of them, but the commercials were always great. I guess because I liked Looney Tunes. So Applejack's cereal, though, I feel like it falls in that same category as Honeycombs and Pops. Golden Crisp. This commercial, I've seen it like 1,000 times now. It's got a weird old commercial. You should go look it up if you haven't seen it. It's very funny, like, and how like weird and awkward it is. But I think these are okay. I think they're like they're when you're looking for like an off cereal, right? Like they have their own taste that it's hard to explain. As a kid, these were S tier because cookies, man. I'm having cookies for breakfast. Once you get older, you realize this cereal sucks. It is awful, man. Genuinely awful. Reese's Puffs. Peanut butter chocolate flavor goes to S. This is one of the best cereals I ever made. This is great. Plain Cheerios. Go to B. They're not bad. Not bad. Frosted Flakes. They're great. Straight to an S. Frosted Mini Wheats. These have that problem if you don't eat them fast enough and like and you put too much milk, it washes off like all the frosted part. And the wheats don't have much flavor to them. So it's a D. It's a D. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, don't even have to explain. That's an S. Peanut Butter Crunch, Captain Crunch, that's an S. If you can't tell, I like peanut butter. What else we got? We got Special K. I don't know if I've ever had Special K, to be honest. If I have, it's not memorable even in the slightest. Remember I was talking about better fruit stuff out there? Fruity Pebbles. Just don't get knockoff Fruity Pebbles. Knockoff Fruity Pebbles are awful. I gotta be real. Like, if you're going for Fruity Pebbles, you have to get Fruity Pebbles. You can get knockoff Cocoa Pebbles and they're good. Knockoff Fruity Pebbles do not do good. Apple Cinnamon Cheerios. I have not had those. But I've got to imagine Cheerios does pretty good. So I'm going to just put that A because I just trust. That is pure trust. Because if it's good, like, just because how good Cheerios can be, it's probably S tier, but I haven't had it. So I'm going to put it A. We're going to be fair there. Kix. This was like a baby cereal, man. That's D. Fruit Loops. I think they're solid A. I don't think they're the best. Like I said, whatchamacallit? Definitely Fruity Pebbles above Fruit Loops. Period. Especially when they add cereal in. Cocoa Pebbles. I think it's an A. Because like I said, I just don't feel like Cocoa Pebbles stand out like Fruity Pebbles do. Because knockoff brand of Cocoa Pebbles are just as good. Where Fruity Pebbles, it is a massive difference whether you go name brand or like actual Fruity Pebbles or knockoff brand. Rice Krispies are only good if you put them in Rice Krispie treats. Rice Krispie treats in a form of cereal. I don't know how that will taste though, so I don't know about cereal. Just normal treats. You don't need it as breakfast, right? Breakfast is too much for Rice Krispie treats. Honey Smacks. These are like right there with that Golden Crisps. What else we got? Cocoa Krispies. These are F. Like, this is how bad Rice Krispies are, right? They have a cocoa one, and they're awful. Like, bad. Just bad. Bad. Count Chocula. I think it's pretty good, but the marshmallows always throw me off. So that's an A. And that's our final list of cereals. Let's go do the through the tiers, right? We have Cocoa Krispies down here. We have Special K, Cookie Crisps, Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds, Lucky Charms, and Rice Jacks. Then in the D tier, we have Rice Krispie Treats, Rice Krispies, Kix, Frosted Mini Wheats, and plain Captain Crunch. In C, We have Captain Crunch, but with fruit berries. We have Corn Flakes. We have Cocoa Puffs. We have Raisin Bran for some reason twice. I just don't know if they just didn't realize they put Raisin Bran in there or not. But then you got Honey Smacks, Cheerios, Golden Crisp, and Tricks, all in the luxurious B tier. And A tier, which is the biggest of them. Yeah, Count Chocula, Cocoa Pebbles, Fruit Loops, Apple Cinnamon Cheerios, Apple Jacks, Honeycombs, and Corn Pops. These three would be like the first three I would move up to S tier, right? But like I said, it's just like when I'm at the store, I never go like, man, I really need these three. Like the ones in S tier are the ones I'm always grabbing. And then like these ones, like these three are like that occasional, like, man, I haven't had in a while. I really want Honeycombs when I'm looking at it, but it's not like I always want this thing, right? And we got the S tier, the ones that I get. I eat more cereal of, I eat more of each one of these cereals than I do anything else on this list combined. And that's Coke or Fruity Pebbles, Captain Crunch in the peanut butter flavor, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, my all-time favorite, Frosted Flakes, Reese's Puffs, and then Honey Nut Cheerios, the secret S. Like, a lot of people I don't think would put that up there, but I will, because I'm ballsy like that. So what you gonna do about it, huh? What you gonna do when I put it in S? So, again, with like the last two, if you make a tier list of this same stuff, at me on Twitter or join the Discord and put it in the Discord and be like, this is why my tier list is better than your tier list. Because, that's what you do with tier lists, right? You always compare them to somebody else's and always tell others how your tier list is more better than their tier list. So, thank you. And I'll see you in the next video.